Once there was love in Bollywood. Hand in hand on the red carpet, eye to eye in movies, cover to cover in magazines. But then what happened was that love gave way to scandals, gossip, and breakups. Here are the most famous Indian couples who were once together but then parted ways, and their tumultuous scandals. Grab your teas and coffees, we're going on a journey to Bollywood. Salman Khan and Aishwarya Rai. In 1999, they met on the set of Hum Dil De Chuk Sanam and became India's favorite couple. Aishwarya Rai had the title of Miss World, and Salman Khan was known as the bad boy of Bollywood. This love became highly mediatized. In 2002, the couple broke up. For 3 years, they had a full-blown love affair. This love had everything you could ask for: intrigue, scandal, beatings, and violence. Salman Khan's aggressive and controlling behavior was cited as the reason for the separation. Aishwarya Rai openly stated that Salman had an alcohol problem and threatened her. Once, Salman even stormed Aishwarya's movie set and created a scene there. As a last resort, Aishwarya's father intervened and did his best to get his daughter away from Salman. Indian media talked about their breakup for years. Salman's fanatical fans even made offensive comments to Aishwarya on social media for a long time. This relationship was a turning point in Aishwarya Rai's career. It also laid the foundation for Salman's toxic partner image. This love is over. But what happened has been talked about for years. Salman Khan is insanely jealous of Aishwarya Rai. It turned out that he even said he wanted Aishwarya to quit her career and stay at home. However, the real breaking point of their relationship was the massive violence Aishwarya suffered at Salman Khan's house in late 2002. Salman Khan was very jealous of Aishwarya's movie parties. He got drunk and invited Aishwarya to his house. Under the influence of alcohol, a big fight broke out between the two, and Salman inflicted great violence on Aishwarya. It was later learned that the person Aishwarya was seeing at parties at that time was Shah Rukh Khan. So there was a bad blood between Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan for a while. Then the two made up. It is also said that his jealousy is the main reason for this resentment. Because after that fight, Aishwarya said, "Enough is enough. I can't stand him anymore," and broke up with Salman completely. You know, Salman Khan is the perpetual bachelor of Bollywood. Kareena Kapoor and Shahid Kapoor started their love affair in 2004. They became one of the most popular couples in Bollywood at that time. They appeared in commercials and movies together. Karina even became a vegetarian for her love for Shahid. Shahid Kapoor was vegetarian, but Kareena Kapoor loved eating meat incredibly. She announced that she was a vegetarian just so Shahid wouldn't feel uncomfortable. Their relationship lasted a full 3 years. However, they broke up in 2007 during the shooting of the movie Jab We Met. Although the reasons for the breakup were not clearly explained, it was rumored that Kareena was in love with Saif Ali Khan and Shahid was getting close to Vidya Balan at the time. Saif Ali Khan and Vidya Balan, who were mentioned in these allegations of forbidden love, were considerably older than both Shahid and Kareena in age. After the breakup, Kareena started a relationship with Saif Ali Khan and they got married over the years. This was taken as an indication that Kareena Kapoor had indeed betrayed Shahid Kapoor. The breakup made a lot of noise because at the time, the couple was seen as Bollywood's innocent and ideal love couple. Shahid then tried to distance himself from the media, saying that he was tired of talking about it. However, one of his statements was, "Yes, I was cheated on. If I hadn't been cheated on, we would be married right now." Saif Ali Khan was a man who had been married before and had 2 children. Kareena Kapoor's breakup with Shahid Kapoor in favor of Saif made incredible news, and no one could make sense of their relationship. In Bollywood, Kareena Kapoor is seen as a very egotistical and self-loving person. That's why there was a lot of talk about how come Kareena Kapoor got married to Saif Ali Khan. As you are aware, Saif Ali Khan is a very talented and successful actor, but he has always been in the shadow of Salman Khan, Aamir Khan and Shah Rukh Khan, Deepika Padukone and Ranbir Kapoor. Their love started in 2008 while acting together in the movie Bahna Ay Haseno. They became close during the filming of the movie and started to fall in love. Deepika declared her love to everyone by tattooing Ranbir's name on her neck. However, their relationship lasted only a year. Imagine, everyone is still talking about Ranbir and Deepika's love, even though the two are married. But that love only lasted for a year. They broke up in 2009. Deepika indirectly revealed that Ranbir had cheated on her. In a later interview, Ranbir openly admitted his betrayal, saying, "Yes, I was young and I made mistakes." The breakup was a boost for Deepika's career. She revealed that she suffered from depression after the breakup. Afterwards, she took up mentoring and mental health work. Ranbir became known in the media for his flirtatious image. Indeed, Ranbir has become one of the most flirtatious men in Bollywood. His name was constantly mentioned with different people. He was often caught in flings. Deepika suffered from depression for a long time. In Bollywood, actors were crazy about Ranbir Kapoor. Many famous names fell in love with him. You know, he is now married to Alia Bhatt. But before that, he was in love with many popular names like Katrina Kaif, Anushka Sharma, and Deepika. His name was mentioned with all of them for a while. After a while, Deepika appeared in the movie Golyon Ki Ras Leela Ram Leela. In this movie, she shared the lead role with Ranveer Singh. The couple met here and immediately fell in love with each other. They got married in 2018. They are now recognized as one of Bollywood's most famous husband and wife. Hrithik Roshan and Sussanne Khan. They were childhood sweethearts. They married in 2000 and had 2 children. This union, which is shown as the perfect marriage of Bollywood, lasted exactly 14 years. However, everyone was saying that Hrithik should have married a more beautiful woman. Hrithik's fans in general did not like Sussanne at all and judged her as ugly. It is not known whether they had the evil eye on their marriage, but they divorced in 2014. Immediately after the breakup, Hrithik allegedly got close to Kangana Ranaut, his partner in Krish 3. Kangana later admitted to having an affair with Hrithik, but Hrithik has always denied these allegations. The case went to court. Messages between the two leaked to the press. Indian tabloids called it the ugliest breakup in Bollywood. Hrithik and Kangana have been feuding for years and exchanged innuendos on social media. However, media reports revealed that Hrithik had indeed had a forbidden romance with Kangana while he was still married. Priyanka, Chopra, and Shahid Kapoor. They became close in the movies Viva and Kamini. Around 2009, they were known to be together, but kept the relationship secret. They continued their relationship for a year, officially avoiding the tabloids. They were running away and the press was chasing them. Only this run and chase didn't last long. One morning, the tax department raided Priyanka's house and Shahid Kapoor answered the door. This was proof of their relationship. Then Priyanka started to experience great financial difficulties. During this period, the bond between the two gradually weakened and they broke up shortly after this incident. Priyanka's infatuation with Shah Rukh is also said to have played a role in the end of their relationship. I will tell you about that a little later. Priyanka was already headed for Hollywood after a while and moved to America. Their relationship also faded into oblivion. "I went through a lot with Priyanka, but it's all in the past," Shahid said in an interview. Anushka Sharma and Ranveer Singh. In 2010, they met at the movie Ban Baja Barat and soon began to fall in love. This was the movie that launched the careers of both actors. They got close and became lovers during the first shootings. However, their love ended with the movie. Their relationship didn't last long, but after they broke up, they decided to remain friends. Ranveer Singh is known to be quite hyperactive, extroverted, active, and a completely crazy man who wears colorful clothes. It later turned out that Anushka Sharma was tired of Ranveer's hyperactive and too extroverted character. Anushka Sharma is much calmer and keeps to herself. The two of them were quite opposite in character. Also, when Anushka was with Ranveer, she started seeing her now husband Virat Kohli. In other words, it was not Ranveer's character but Anushka's finding a more suitable partner that led to their separation. Ranveer later married Deepika Padukone and Anushka married Virat Kohli. Now, both are in the category of iconic couples and both have children. Preity Zinta and Ness Wadia. Preity was one of Bollywood's most beloved stars. Her relationship with billionaire businessman Ness Wadia was in the news in both the tabloids and the business press. However, their relationship did not last long. In 2014, Preity reported Ness to the police, accusing him of physical violence. A lawsuit was filed and Ness denied the allegations. But Preity's public endorsement caused a stir. The incident has been remembered as one of Bollywood's high society scandals. Preity was the first Bollywood star to admit to being abused. Previously, Aishwarya Rai had also been accused of violence by Salman Khan, but she hid it for a very long time. After a while, Preity also moved away from the movie industry and married an Englishman, Saif Ali Khan and Amrita Singh. They got married in 1991. Amrita was 12 years older than Saif, and Saif's family in particular did not want to accept Amrita. But Saif Ali Khan was obsessed with Amrita. He said he was very much in love with her and they got married. They were married for 13 years and had 2 children. One of them is Sara Ali Khan, now a young Bollywood star. However, the couple divorced 13 years later, in 2004. Saif commented on the split in a later interview saying, "I felt under a lot of pressure in the marriage." Amrita remained silent. Earlier, I told you about Karina Kapoor and Shahid Kapoor's romance. When Karina was with Shahid, she started shooting a movie with Saif Ali Khan. During this period, the couple grew closer and this rapprochement ended Saif's 13-year marriage. It also ended Karina's long relationship, which was expected to end in marriage. So, Saif Ali Khan cheated on his wife and started an affair with Karina Kapoor. So, in the early days, Sara Ali Khan always supported her mother and was incredibly distant from Karina Kapoor. But over time, Karina Kapoor helped Sara Ali Khan a lot, especially with work, and Sara decided to put aside this resentment. Shah, Rukh and Priyanka Chopra. Bollywood's most sensational forbidden love. King Khan and Queen Chopra, the intimacy that started on the sets, rumors, scandals, and finally a silent exile. Shah Rukh Khan was married. He got married when he was 25. His wife, Gauri Khan, was 18 when they got married. Moreover, Shah Rukh and Gauri had met much earlier. Gauri was only 13 when they first became lovers. Today, this can mean different things, but back then it was considered normal. They were very much in love. Gauri belonged to a higher class family than Shah Rukh Khan. You know, there is a caste system in India. Gauri's family was quite rich and Gauri was a beautiful young girl. Shah Rukh Khan came from a relatively poorer family and he had to work very hard to get something. They fell madly in love and got married as soon as Gauri turned 18. This marriage was known as one of the most rare and solid marriages in Bollywood until 2011. In 2011, during the filming of Don 2, it was noticeable that there was great chemistry between Shah Rukh Khan and Priyanka Chopra. They were seen on many nights out together. They took part in joint projects and participated in talk shows together. Shah Rukh Khan gave unlimited support to Priyanka's career. Moreover, it was not overlooked that they were very friendly behind the camera and they frequently touched each other. The set was buzzing. Of course, these rumors soon reached Gauri's ears. The event that proved these love rumors was that one night Shah Rukh Khan was seen leaving Priyanka's house at 1 o'clock in the morning. He was caught quite agitated and trying to hide his face. According to rumors, this closeness was not just friendly. Some media sources even openly claimed that Priyanka was romantically involved with Shah Rukh Khan. This big bombshell ended with Gauri Khan banning Shah Rukh Khan from working with Priyanka. Gauri has officially, socially ostracized Priyanka in her circle in Bollywood. You know, Shah Rukh Khan is a very powerful man in India. He is very loved and respected by the people. And Gauri is a very influential woman in Bollywood. They were influential both financially and morally. Gauri has officially started banning Priyanka from the Bollywood world. She was trying to make sure that she was not given work, that her projects were cancelled. Priyanka Chopra and her departure from Bollywood, Priyanka was no longer invited to big Bollywood parties and was no longer getting offers for movies. In 2012, Karan Johar, one of Shah Rukh Khan's closest friends and one of India's biggest directors and producers, tweeted criticizing Priyanka and the incident escalated. In an interview, Priyanka said, "I was on my own. Everyone against me was strong, but I never backed down." And then what happened? Shah Rukh Khan never admitted to the affair. Priyanka, on the other hand, slowly distanced herself from Bollywood after the events. Fortunately, he was working with a good manager. He moved to America and started starring in the television series Quantico. This show gave her an international break and she became a global star. Some commented that this exit was thanks to Shah Rukh Khan, others said that he had to flee after that incident. This relationship was never confirmed by either Priyanka or Shah Rukh Khan, but it remained the most sensational rumor in the Indian tabloid world. Moreover, these rumors seriously damaged Shah Rukh Khan's image at the time. However, he recovered over time. Priyanka was remembered not as the woman of forbidden love, but as the woman who did not give up. Because it was a big success in Hollywood. Her marriage to Nick Jonas made her the queen in India again. You know, Indians have an incredible admiration for Europeans and Americans. Thanks to Priyanka's marriage, Indians began to see her as an even more unattainable woman. Akshay Kumar and Priyanka Chopra. In the period 2003-2004, they starred in several movies together. The chemistry between them attracted extreme attention. According to rumors, there was a romantic relationship between them. Akshay's wife, Twinkle Khanna, was disturbed by their relationship. Reportedly, when he heard Priyanka's name at an awards ceremony, he walked off the stage and gave Akshay a stern warning. After this incident, Akshay was never again involved in the same project with Priyanka. Priyanka's frequent involvement in love rumors with married people like Akshay Kumar and Shah Rukh Khan has led to a lot of hatred and ostracization of Priyanka among the wives of these famous actors. In a way, their wives' reactions may be justified. But it is also hard to understand why Priyanka is always involved in love rumors with married men. She is a very successful and talented Indian actress who has been named Miss World. Why has she always been associated with older and married men like Akshay Kumar and Shah Rukh Khan when there are so many younger and single Bollywood celebrities of her age? This left a big question mark. In general, this situation was explained as follows. Akshay Kumar and Shah Rukh Khan are very popular, rich and influential in India. They are now proven actors. It was said that Priyanka also likes such strong men, so she prefers to be with established and strong men, not young people. Rani and Govinda. They met on a movie set in the late 1990s. Govinda was married at the time but was caught secretly with Rani on the sets and in hotels. When a journalist wrote that Rani had seen Govinda in his underwear at her house, the story exploded. Govinda never mentioned the affair, but his wife almost went through a divorce after the incident. Rani later regretted their relationship. Then she married Aditya Chopra, one of India's most important producers and directors. They had a daughter from this marriage, Abhishek and Karisma Kapoor. In the early 2000s, it was the great love of the big families. The Bachchans and the Kapoors were merging. They even got engaged, the wedding preparation started, even the invitations were printed. For those who don't know, Karisma Kapoor is Kareena Kapoor's elder sister. This marriage was to be the catalyst for two big families to go from strength to strength. But things did not go as planned. Things fell apart so quickly that they called off the engagement in 2003. The reason for the breakup is still unknown. Rumor has it that Abhishek's family didn't show enough respect to Karisma's family. Or some of Karisma's mother's demands were deemed too much by the Bachchans. Abhishek later married Aishwarya Rai. Karisma married Sanjay Kapoor. However, Karisma's marriage also ended in divorce. Abhishek and Aishwarya Rai's marriage. Aishwarya Rai's marriage to Abhishek was also the subject of much speculation. After her split from Salman Khan, it was said that Aishwarya needed support from someone powerful. Salman Khan, in particular, was a very influential figure in the Bollywood world. He was known as the bad boy of Bollywood. Rumor has it that Aishwarya has moved closer to the Bachchan family to protect herself from Salman. So Abhishek and Aishwarya got married and now they have an almost grown daughter. Ranbir Kapoor and Katrina Kaif. A love that started on a movie set again. They started dating around 2009-2010. At that time, Ranbir had just broken up with Priyanka Chopra. Ranbir and Katrina's relationship remained secret for a long time. But in 2013, their beach photos taken together on vacation were leaked, and thus their relationship was confirmed. Ranbir Kapoor and Katrina Kaif. But there were allegations that Ranbir was unfaithful and ran away from the marriage. There were rumors that his family did not approve of Katrina. They separated in 2016. Katrina was very worn out and depressed for a long time because she definitely wanted to marry Ranbir and often expressed this. However, Ranbir was not thinking about marriage, especially because his family did not want Katrina. Shortly after their relationship, he married Alia Bhatt at the request of his family. Katrina Kaif married young actress Vicky Kaushal on the blind date of Karan Johar, also a producer and director. This marriage was especially unbecoming of Katrina. A love scandal shakes Bollywood, Rekha and Amitabh Bachchan. Today's new Bollywood fans may not know these two names very well, but this scandal is known as one of the biggest scandals in Bollywood history. Amitabh Bachchan and Rekha. For a time, they were India's most popular, most loved, highest earning, and most filmed actors. However, they saw eye to eye not only in movies, but also in real life. But one was married and the other was always alone. Rekha and Amitabh Bachchan's love was never fully lived, but it was never fully forgotten either. Amitabh Bachchan was India's biggest star at the time. Rekha, on the other hand, was initially criticized for her different and unconventional acting, but over time she rose to the top with her beauty and intelligence. They first acted together in the movie Do Anjan. They became close on the set of the movie, and according to rumors, this rapprochement soon turned into love. But there was a very big obstacle. Amitabh was married. His wife, Jaya Bachchan, was the mother of his children and a respected actress. She was a woman who usually acted in art films. Amitabh and Jaya met and married before Amitabh was at the top. Just like Shah Rukh Khan's relationship with Gauri, whereas Jaya was a quieter and more traditional Indian woman, Rekha was a very attention-grabbing, rebellious and self-confident woman. Rekha and Amitabh's relationship had become a well-kept secret, known to everyone from setmates to the makeup team. Whispers were everywhere. They were spending a lot of time together between movie shoots and were seen quite intimately. Of course, there was no social media at that time. Their relationship was not immediately spread to the whole press. In 1978, on the sets of Ganga Ki Saugandh, when an actress said something inappropriate about Rekha, Amitabh got angry and started a fight. It turned out that she even beat the shit out of him. This incident officially fueled the public rumors of love. It was now certain that the two were together. Amitabh and Rekha's relationship completely exploded with the movie Silsila. In this movie, Amitabh was seen playing a man torn between his wife Jaya and his lover Rekha. Yes, all three characters were in the exact same situation in real life. The audience was shocked. How these three actors agreed to be in the same movie together is still a question mark. Especially the bombshell was that Jaya Bachchan accepted the role. Allegedly, Jaya could not hold back her tears throughout the movie and cried constantly. After that movie, Amitabh and Rekha were never seen together again. The relationship was buried there, with that movie. But love was never completely over. Rekha, the woman who fell in love with the married Amitabh in the movie, felt the same way in real life. Jaya waited for her husband to come back home. Amitabh was so moved by this film that he realized the injustice he had done to his wife. Rekha kept waiting for Amitabh to divorce and marry her. She even attended many Bollywood events wearing sindoor and the necklace that married women wear in India. She was screaming, "I'm Amitabh's wife." Even years later, Rekha attended the ceremonies with sindoor. According to some sources, it was a silent rebellion against the Bachchan family. In an interview, Rekha said, "If Amitabh doesn't love me, why would he do a movie with me for years? Why would he protect me?" But Amitabh never spoke, neither denied it nor admitted it. Here was a situation similar to that of Shah Rukh and Priyanka Chopra. Due to family and community pressure, Amitabh chose to remain silent to protect his family and public image. She could never accept his love. So for his career and his family, he turned his back on the woman he was really in love with. Thus, Rekha was seen by society as the home-breaking woman, while Amitabh was glorified as the man who had a little fling. For years, Rekha was ostracized from Bollywood, derided with labels like home wrecker and too free. But he always stood firm. Amitabh is still married to Jaya Bachchan. Jaya, on the other hand, has always been known as a sullen woman, a woman who shouts at everyone, a woman with a tough character. In real life, the Bachchans are seen as a very unattractive family, incredibly egotistical, incredibly stuck-up people, especially Jaya Bachchan. Rekha was the opposite. A cheerful woman, full of life, full of smiles. So years later, there was talk that Amitabh had made the wrong choice, that he should have been with Rekha. Rekha has never been married in her life, at least not officially. She had a religious marriage, but her husband died a few months later due to illness. Apart from that, she never married again and was never even mentioned with anyone else. There is still a Rekha who smiles at the Bachchan family from afar at the ceremonies. Behind that smile lie years of love, pain, loneliness, and a little pride. Bollywood romances may look magical on stage, but behind the scenes it's a completely different life. Some end in a fight, some in betrayal, some in silence. But they all leave their mark in some way. Which of these couples do you think should have gotten back together? Or whose breakup was the biggest loss? See you in the next video. We will continue to open pages from Bollywood's dusty book of love. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.